Right, let's get into it. So this is day one of the Mindful Me challenge, and we're gonna do it together for a whole week. We're gonna record our food, we're gonna plan out meals, we're gonna get our shopping list sorted. So today we're just gonna go and I'm gonna do with you. So if you're already signed up, you already received your worksheets, you're already in the group, and you're gonna have access to all these videos and all this information there. It's gonna be saved there. So if you're not already there, go there and sign up. Find the link there. So today we're just going to start with the first part of the worksheet, which is we're going to plan our meals, and also wanted to talk to tell you about the traps, like the binge traps that sometimes we get into and we don't realize, and then we keep in this vicious cycle of binging, restricting, and sometimes we don't understand what we're doing wrong because all we're trying to do is something right. You know, sometimes we just want to be healthier, or sometimes we're just trying to do something good for ourselves, and then we get ourselves stuck into this trap. So I'm here in my kitchen, in my fridge, excuse the mess, and we're gonna just go through this together, and I'm gonna share with you some of the traps I've been stuck on, some of my clients have been stuck on, and how we can work around that. So if you were here with me on the video, you see, so the first sheet is the meal planner, and here I say fill out up to 10 boxes of your meals. So I'm gonna go and do the end of the week. So today's Thursday. So I'm gonna start here, Thursday, and dinner. So dinner's ready. I made it yesterday with the things I already had. So I'm just gonna get in here. I made rice and beans. So I'm gonna write maybe something else to go with that. So I always look for what I have in the fridge and what I need to cook first, what needs to go first. So this is something that everyone eats. Like I don't have to cook special meals like for my son and for me, and making things that everyone likes in the house really helps. So this is a good way to begin. So the way I think about when I'm planning my meals is, do I have all the main components of a healthy, balanced meals, which means, do I have enough carbs? Do I have enough protein? Do I have enough fat? Okay, so when you think like rice and beans, you have a combination of like protein and carbs in there. So I might make as well, let's see, some kale. I have some kale in the fridge. And leave like that for now. Can make something else, maybe fish cake. Okay, so for lunch tomorrow, so I still have some falafels in the fridge, and I have some wraps, so I can make a veggie wrap tomorrow. A veggie wrap. What kind of vegetables? So I have hummus and tomatoes. So this can be something I can make tomorrow. So we're gonna make here a loose plan. We don't want anything, we don't want lots of structure. We just want ideas, and try to use the things you already have at home. Especially the things that are about to go off, like they've been there for a while. I usually go shopping on Saturday, so Thursday, end of the week, things are already ready to go. So this is an idea. So snacks. So what I have for snacks? I have maybe some peanut butter on toast. So here, when you think like a veggie wrap, hummus and tomato, so we have protein, you have carbs, you have your veg, peanut butter on toast. Peanut butter has a high content of fat, and bread. You don't have to have all the elements in every meal, but ideally protein or fat in at least all meals, plus your vegetables as well. So in this way, you're going to keep your blood sugar leveled and balanced. This is one of the traps that happens, is when you don't eat enough and you don't eat balanced, and then you just crave sugar so much, or you just feel you have no energy and you keep wanting to eat more and more and more to kind of like help you with that, and you just never feel satisfied. You never feel that, you know, that easy enough. What else? So let's say going out for a meal here. Going out on Sunday evening. So I don't need to worry about cooking dinner. So I already know I don't have to plan that meal. So you can do like 10 of those boxes on your own and looking what you need, what you already have, when you're going to go shopping. So if I was going to do my shopping list now for my weekend, then I would go back here in the beginning and plan here. So I can do that with you too. So let's say I would like to get some eggs for breakfast, eggs, and eggs on toast. On Monday, on Tuesday, I could have let's see, something I usually have. Rice cakes. I like rice crackers with avocado. I like that very much. It's light and it just really easy to make, keeps me going. So rice crackers, carbs and fat, avocado fat. So that keeps your blood sugar leveled and helps you keep you nourished throughout the day. Cool. So we've done that. A little bit of that, just an idea. And then you're going to go back here to your recipes. Let's put one more dinner here. Veg curry I'm going to make. Carrots already cooked. Veg curry. I roasted some carrots yesterday, so it's ready to go. And here we're going to write down what we need to buy. And you have like all your groups, your fruit and veg, your protein, your carbs, your fat. So you're going to try to find a way to put everything you need into those categories. So here I wrote down 2 meals I already have ready, but let's say I'm gonna make on Monday night, I'm gonna make a noodle soup. So then I go down here and I write down the ingredients I need to buy. So I already have noodles and don't need to buy. So I might need to get some spring onions, so fat, tahini I use for the sauce, protein, maybe some peas. I already have some, but I'm just gonna write down here. Carbs, I already have it. So this is just like one meal. And I can add more here, more ingredients, more vegetables, maybe shred the carrots or any other colors you want to add. So we're gonna always focus on adding things in, adding nutrients, adding good foods in. Okay, once we've done that and organize our shopping list, so this is going to do today. So you're just going to do your planning for the next 7 days today. So you don't need to go back and think about it. So the reason we put only 10 boxes here is just a way to give you room and space to get intuitive and really checking with yourself what you really want to have and just play around it. So you don't have like a structure, something you have to follow or fall off the wagon, and if you're doing wrong that is like out of the window. No, the idea here is just like to bring more nutrition in, bring more nourishing foods in, just help you feel more energetic and be more mindful around your meals. So that is the plan. Yeah, so once we've done that, so you can go around all your ingredients, your recipes, and write down everything you need. You can add things here that you need to buy. there's nothing to do with food. There's some like boxes here you can add, like your personal care, your cleaning products, anything like your kids' foods and stuff. That's the other thing as well. If you have kids and if you need to make, you know, maybe your kids don't like curry, for example, and then on that day you need to make 2 different meals, you can use that in this way. Like you can use that and just share the box in two and just write down like 2 different meals you need to make. But ideally, just trying to make your life easier. I know kids can be fussy and picky sometimes, but just try to make things easier for yourself so you have time to actually check in, you know, and be with yourself. You don't spend so much time in the kitchen, so much time cooking, so you can actually have some time to go for a walk and do other things. Good. So this is going to be a big part. So what I recommend here, you can print out and put in your fridge so you can have a look at it, or in your office. Anyway, it's just easy for you to look at. Good. So one of those traps here that you can find when you are planning your meals is not keeping your blood sugar leveled enough, not having enough nutrients, or having a big gap in between your meals. Like you're just getting too hungry. So by the time you eat, you're just so hungry that you can't stop eating. You just carry on eating, and then it's hard to make plans and to look after your health and plan your meals when you're too hungry. So try to be not so hungry before you eat. So here we're gonna get to the food and mood tracker, which is the next page. So let's put the date here today. Today is the 1st, and it's Thursday. I'm writing now all here. So glass of water. I'm gonna actually make what happened today. So it's 2 p.m. now. So how many glasses of water I had today? Maybe 2. Maybe 2. Yeah. So I'll write down 2. So today was a very unusual day because it's my day off and I went to the hairdresser in the morning. And I didn't really have time to plan my day, but that is something really good for you because that might happen to you. You can have all the good intentions and like you're ready, you want to do this, but then something gets on your way and you have to rearrange and rebalance and find different ways to continue doing this without punishing yourself. You know, that's the main thing. This is not about punishing yourself. This is not about doing everything right or wrong. This is about trying to do your best. And you know that sometimes like life will get on the way and you just need to still try to do the best you can. So no punishing and no blaming yourself. This is about being curious and like really trying to learn what can you do next, you know, how can you do better next time. So here, okay, on the food and mood track, okay, so it was really messed up today. What happened is my hairdresser rang me saying he had a time earlier and he asked me if I could go earlier. So I had no time to plan or to prepare anything. So I had a banana like 7:30 in the morning. And then I rushed to drop my son off in school and went there. So I had an apple in my bag and I got there, I had a coffee. So that was it for me. So I had a banana, an apple, and coffee. Why this is not a good combination, but that was the best thing you could get? Because there are no enough protein here. There are no fats. There's nothing. So what happens when you only have fruit for breakfast? You just get starving. You know, that's not going to sustain you. That's not enough food. But what happened for me today, that was the only thing you could grab and go. That was like the easiest thing to do. And I didn't have any time to go and stop and actually get some food anywhere because like I was already rushing and yeah, life, you know, and that was it. That's what I could do. So that's what I did. I wasn't really hungry in the morning, so I had the banana first, and then maybe 2 hours later I had the apple, and I was still starving. Like I was really, really hungry. So before, and then here on the mood tracker, you're gonna write down your hunger level before you eat. So before I had these fruits, I was feeling I was feeling hungry, but fine. I wasn't dying. So you can go down on your PDF and see like the level of the hunger scale. So the hunger scale goes from 0, from 1 to 10. So 1 is like fainting, headache, starving, moody, number 1. And number 10 is like stuffed. Number 10 is like after Christmas dinner, like you can't not eat anything, you can barely walk. That's it. So maybe before I had my fruits, I was about 3 and I was feeling sleepy. I was still waking up. And then after I had the fruits, I was probably 5. I wasn't hungry or full. I was just fine. And I felt fine. So I'm just gonna put in here sleepy and fine. Number 5. Notes. I'm gonna note here. Rushed in the morning, unusual day. Okay. So if you're not sure how to identify how you're feeling, I got some options here and some moods and some feelings that you can just like connect and just try to get as close as you can from those feelings. Those are like main emotions and main feelings. But like here, when I ask about how you're feeling before, just your mood, like what's your state, what's going on inside of you. So yeah, so you got some options here: happy, fine, tired, bored, annoyed, sad. It sometimes just takes a minute just like to check in and actually see what's going on. So I'm going to add my other meal that I had, which I think that is something can be really very relevant for you. So after all that, I haven't been to a hairdresser for like, I don't know, months, and I actually forgot how long it takes to get my hair done. And I was there the whole entire morning. I wasn't prepared for that. I thought it would take like an hour or so. It took like 3 hours. Yeah, so it was way too long. So I'm gonna add here my lunch. So I had lunch about 1:30. Oopsie. Okay, 1:30. And I had bagel with scrambled eggs, salmon, smoked salmon, cream cheese, and kale. That before I got into the door, I was absolutely starving. I was like desperate for food. I could not even think about what I wanted to eat. I was just so hungry that I couldn't even think. I was just ready to eat, you know, what was easier, what was right there in front of me. So this was the easiest and tastier option I could think about, and really took me, I don't know, 3 minutes to make. But the thing here, you know, what I was saying is you don't want to get to that level because that's not good. It's really hard to make conscious decisions when you get to this point that you're just absolutely starving. You don't want to do that. So what happened here after my lunch, I was still hungry. I had a big lunch, decent amount, and I was still hungry. So after lunch, straight after, I had a kiwi and I had a chocolate biscuit, and I was still hungry. I had all that and I was still hungry. So what happens here when you get to a point you're so hungry, your body takes a long time to recognize it's actually food in your stomach. So what I do usually here, I did eat more, like I just want something sweet, like a piece of fruit, something. So I had what I wanted, exactly what I wanted, but I didn't, what was I gonna say? So if you think about like if there was like normal conditions, if I had my lunch like earlier when I was actually hungry, maybe I wouldn't carry on eating. Maybe just the lunch would be enough for me and I'll be fine. I wouldn't be thinking about it. But because I got to this hunger level of starvation, which I'm going to write down here on the second note, then it was hard to stop. So that's something that reminds me how it used to be. And like now I'm able to stop with like one biscuit and like one kiwi. Before I would just like continue eating for hours on end because it took me hours to feel that I was actually satisfied. And nowadays I know that, even after my meal, I had enough food. And I know if I wait like 20 minutes, sometimes like 15, 20 minutes, I'll feel fine. So your hunger levels go up a level after 20 minutes. So if you stop eating at like 6, 7, in half an hour, you're going to be 8, which is like satisfied or like slightly full. So which is ideal. So here for me, so before my meal, I was, oh my gosh, yeah, 2. And I was like dizzy. Yeah, I was feeling dizzy. It was too bad. And then after my meal, like right now, which is being like 45 minutes, I'm probably 8. Like I feel quite full. Right after my meal, I felt I was like 6. I was like satisfied. Okay, I could eat more, could continue eating more. But I know that after a while, just like I could just still eat more, and after a while I'll feel fine. It's just like the brain takes time to connect and let your body knows that there's food in there, so you need to wait at least like 20 minutes. And if even like after 20 minutes you're still hungry, still feel like you need more food, go and eat food. Don't make yourself hungry. That's not the point of it. Yeah, so I'm gonna write down here, too hungry. Okay. So daily reflection, we're still like halfway through the day. So I'm just gonna write down just to show you guys like how you can make this work for you, what's going on for me today. So you put the date again, because you can just keep those pages and go back to the specific pages you need after. So you can print out and do by hand. So self-care practice today. I plan to go for a bike ride, but I haven't been for my bike ride yet. So I'll take as taking time for myself. Is my day off and I went to the hairdresser, and that's my self-care today. It could be any other thing. It could be something you did for yourself, like an exercise. So that conscious decision of like taking myself to the hairdresser because I felt like I needed to have my haircut. I haven't had my haircut in many, many months. And I made myself a priority. So I was looking after myself in some sort of way. But self-care counts as like sleeping more if you just need to take a rest, go and get a massage, go for a walk, or even like really making an effort for you that day to make a really nice, healthy meal for you and really take the time to be with yourself. This can also be self-care. Whatever you feel like you're taking care of yourself from a place of love, that's self-care. So today how do I feel today? Today I feel quite relaxed. I'm on my day off and I'm feeling good. I'm gonna go and see my friends later and I'm gonna go for a ride. Okay. Quality of my sleep. I had a really good night's sleep last night. So I feel quite fresh and rested. So all those details you can write down on your worksheet when you download. So urgent situations and times of meals. So here is where you can write down like the overall, like what happened that day, what's something you want to remind yourself so you can do better next time. So for me today was definitely this stage where I go way too hungry, I didn't plan my meal. So what could I do better next time? So I could have made some breakfast the night before if I knew I could do. So in this case today, as I had really no choice, but if there was a situation that I had choice, that I could plan my day, I could have made, I don't know, overnight oats like the night before and take with me in the morning. So I could have planned breakfast better. Today wasn't a situation that was not about planning, it was more about being rushed and not having any other choices. So I kind of like forgive myself. It's fine, you know, I'm alive, nothing happened. And that is something that used to come on my mind, like, am I gonna die? Like I was just feeling so hungry when things like that was happening, that I had to like remind myself that it's fine, I'm just hungry, like I'm not gonna pass out and you know nothing's gonna happen to me. It's just something I have to be with. Like I'm hungry right now, but I know I'm gonna go home and have a nice meal for myself. So I think having in mind these, you know, this scenario that you're just hungry right now, but the hunger will disappear as soon as you eat, and like you know you're heading home and you're gonna have food soon. So there is no reason to panic and to rush. So before, what happened, like on the way back, I stopped at the shop to get some coffee. And I think if there was before, maybe I would get like lots of snacks and a lot of things and just eat on my way back home just to not feel the hunger. It's almost like fear of feeling hungry. And that is something really real for so many people I work with. And that is something that you need to overcome. You need to remind yourself that you just like you're scared of feeling hungry, but when you feel hungry, nothing happens. Like you just feel hungry. Of course, you feel uncomfortable, but like you can still wait. Like physical hunger, you can wait. You can wait and have your meal and like actually make effort and make a nice meal for yourself. So that is the situation that happened to me. Lessons and takeaways from today. That is the next sheet. So lesson for me: avoid getting too hungry. Yeah, that is something that I'll definitely make a note for myself. Yeah, and that's it. And then the last page, you have the hunger scale. I'm just going to go through the hunger scale with you again quickly. So number one, starving, weak, dizzy. That's how I was feeling. So maybe I was more like almost number one and a half. So number two, very hungry, irritable, low energy, stomach, rumbling. Number three, pretty hungry, stomach beginning to growl. Number four, beginning to feel hungry. So you should be aiming to start eating by number three, number five. Like when you're ready, number three, number five on the hunger scale, then you go and have your food. And then when it comes to the end of the scale, when it comes like 6, 7, slightly full, satisfied, then it's time to stop. And again, as I said, you need the reason that is so important to eat slow and you give yourself time to actually enjoy your meal is because your body takes 20 minutes to recognize there's actually any food in that. So yeah, that's it. So one of the other traps that I see people get into is like, I'm trying to be too healthy and then I'm just gonna cut all the sugar, all the carbs, all the bread and everything. That doesn't work because what happens is you're gonna crave those specific foods, exactly foods you're trying to restrict. So if you really want to have them, have them. Like don't restrict, don't try to diet. This is not about dieting. This is about trying to make better choices for yourself and adding nourishing foods in. You see that, you know, I came back home and I was really hungry, but I still made an effort and I had kale in my fridge. So that was something that was planned a week before we went shopping last time, that I want to have vegetables in my fridge. So I'm hungry and I need to eat and I need to make something quick. It's already there, available for me. But imagine if you come home and there's nothing there and you're like, you're hungry, starving, you're just gonna grab whatever's in front of you and maybe it's not gonna be the most mindful, better choice for you. So that is something that some people get trapped in. But this is it. So good luck. I hope your day is going well today and you are enjoying this. If you have any questions, if you got stuck anywhere here, or if you kind of already have an idea why you're eating not the way you want it to be and how you want it to improve, if you want any tips or any helps or you know, like anything that you think it could be helpful for you, let me know. Please message me. And sometimes we feel like we're not doing things right because we're lazy, because we have no willpower. This is not about willpower. This is about so many other things. You know, your body has its own intelligence. There's the whole intelligence going on here and your body knows what you need. And really depends like what part of your cycle you're in, what's happening in your day, your emotional state, your physical state, your psychological state. So many things can influence your food choices. But if you keep ignoring them, if you keep numbing them, if you keep, completely bullying yourself and making yourself hungry, that's not going to be helpful for anybody, neither for you or for anyone around you, and your body's not going to be happy either. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions. I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the group.